Welcome to the Fairfield Cultural Alliance Annual Arts and Celebration. It's really nice to have all of you here this evening. It's a really great time to kind of get together and celebrate the arts in our community as a group, and we've got a really talented bunch in Fairfield, obviously, so thank you for being here. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce Denise, who is our previous Cultural Alliance president, who's done an excellent job kind of ushering in this, I guess we're calling it a new, not necessarily era, so to speak, but a new team of individuals. So anyway, without further ado, here's Denise.
And in case you don't know her, this is Francesca Greco-Johnson, and she is the new president of our board. So, we always start with talking about who we are and what we've done lately, and it's, of course, like everyone else, there's been a few years since we've been able to even have our annual party like this. But we still have done stuff. And in 21, we wrote and published the latest edition of the Fairfield Heritage Tour Book, which is on your chairs. It's a pamphlet that highlights local historical sites. And this year it spotlighted the career contributions of the late Mark Schaefer, renowned local artist, and arts and history expert, and lifelong Fairfield arts and cultural hero. So there's a good piece about him in that book. And also in 21, we gave out 9 Cultural Alliance mini grants. So we kept that tradition going. In 22, through the FCA, the Fairfield First Fund gave out its Cultural Mini Grant Award to photographer and pianist Werner Elmker. And we also worked with the Fairfield Volunteer Center to hold an arts contest to create anti-littering posters for our local parks, and you may have seen them where it says "Feed the Can Man" and things like that around. We also worked, and in September and October, just recently, the FCA board and offered and reviewed applications for our yearly mini grants from our Cultural Trust Fund. We also reviewed and selected the worthy nominees for Cultural Achievement Awards, and tonight we will award them. So Francesca, you want to come back? We're gonna tag team here a lot.
Okay, so since our last celebration in 2019, we kept up some of our regular activities, but we're obliged to obviously postpone others. It was kind of an interesting time, as you all know. So this year we made a concerted effort to add new FCA board members to kind of renew and reinvigorate the Cultural Alliance. Her words, not mine. So we would like to present some of our board members. If they're present, just please stand and kind of wave or something. So myself, Lindsay Bauer, Noah Olette, our vice president, Colin Faulkner, who is our secretary, Montserrat Iniguez, William Davis, Tim Britton, Bert Chanowski, Denise, obviously, Kay Jacob, and Shanaz Kreider. So it's at this moment that I will say, if you're interested in joining our board, feel free to approach any of us at any point in the event, so you can get a round of applause like that next year. So we love having new energy in the FCA. I know I do, and we love, creativity, but also people who like to be organized and that kind of thing. So if that's something that speaks to you, then please let us know.
These people are very, very efficient. This was a long page, and I thought it would take about half hour to get to me, but now it took only a couple minutes.
Talk fast, Shanaz.
Huh? I'm here to introduce the mayor of our city, Connie Boyer, Honorable Mayor, but I have a story to tell. Very short, very short. I've been a Cultural Alliance member for 16 years, and I had just arrived to the city. It was like the first or second week, and I saw an announcement that said, Cultural Alliance meeting at Icon Gallery. And Cultural Alliance, I'm from another country, just a little town like this. I was from another country, okay. So I rushed and came, sat, and they had a meeting. Bill was here and a few other people. And 5 minutes after I sit down, Connie says, do you want to be the secretary of, and I'm thinking, I've never been a secretary. I just came here. I just wanted to see, yeah, why not? So I accepted to be the secretary the first time, first 5 minutes of the meeting. And I had the pleasure of meeting a lot of other people, including Connie, and since then, I've been working with her. And Connie, we kept this organization going for 16 years. Now we got new members, okay? You were behind us and gave us energy and then left us, okay? So I want you to be behind them, okay? So give them energy, they need the support. They're a very talented group, and they'll do well. Come on.
Yeah, I thought it was like 20 years ago or something, not just 16. Yeah? So, and if you recall, well, maybe some of you don't even know, but when we first started, one of the reasons we started was to make sure that different cultural alliances or different cultural groups were talking to each other. At one point, we had like 5 different theater groups here in Fairfield, and everybody was we were trying to get people to coordinate their schedules, and so I'm hoping that we can still do that. I think, is Terry Baker here tonight? There, she's back there. So hopefully, you know about her master calendar, which is great. So I just encourage everybody, if you've got an event, to get it out on that calendar as soon as possible so that she can promote you. It's really important. And depending on what happens in the next couple hours, I do have one initiative that I think it fits in this realm, and that is to create a master plan for arts and culture. So again, so that we can make sure we're all kind of rowing in the same direction. We have a couple new pieces of sculpture throughout our community. I really would like to see that grow. Back in the 70s, apparently, there was a plan, or there was a thought of a plan to do more public art, and it never quite got off the ground. However, maybe it was just not the right time. And I just see a lot of things bubbling up within Fairfield. The music that's happening, the improved sound at the theater, at the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center, and the old Armory that's going to be opening. I just feel like there's a lot of things bubbling, and Alex Stanley has been so instrumental in that, the beautiful piece of public art that he did at Petrus Park. So I think our future is very bright in arts and culture, not only for us who live here, but for our visitors as well. So kudos to all of you participating, and thank you to some of the younger folks who are stepping up and taking charge in that. And I didn't mention dance, because I see my friend back here who is very involved in dance, and that's one of my passions, as an old tap dancer, and I still want to do it. So anyway, future's very bright in Fairfield for dance and art and theater and music, and so let's enjoy and really make it happen over these next 10 years. Thanks.
I'm going to just say, this is Colin Faulkner L.
Good evening, everybody. Oh, excuse me. All right. So next up, we would like to invite Terry Baker, director of our Convention and Visitors Bureau, to talk about this great tool that she has called Fairfield 365.
You know what's always interesting to me when people find out that we have a tourism office, people always say, why do people come to Fairfield? Because we think of people going somewhere on a vacation like Disneyland or something like that, right? But the truth of the matter is there are a lot of people who come here. In fact, tourism is almost a $20 million industry in direct visitor spending every year. These are people buying tickets, they're going to the shops, they're going to the restaurants, they're buying gas, they're staying in the hotels. It's a big business here, and it's something that our office is really active in making sure that the story of Fairfield is getting out and that people know what's happening here. So we have done several initiatives in order to make that happen, and about 6 or 7 years ago, we did a big rebrand, and one of the things that was identified as one of the pillars of our community is arts and culture. Since that time, it has really been something our office has tried to do in promoting Fairfield. And we have actually, Connie does, probably not even aware of this, we've actually been working on a arts and culture marketing plan, which will dovetail quite nicely into your plan. And part of the foundation of that is our new event calendar, which the city was very gracious in helping us get started. It is at fairfield365.com. You all have a window cling with the QR code that goes to that. Put that on your car, on your window, whatever. And then you also have this little goodie. Now, one of the things that this website does is to create a hub for events that are happening in Fairfield. We prioritize arts and cultural events, but it also has things like workshops and classes and civic events and community events that might be happening. So it's a really like one-stop place to get all of that information. This is just to support what's already out there because we know Convention Center is going to have their calendar events, and when you want to know all the details on that, that's a great place. Chamber of Commerce has their calendar of events. There's lots of different calendars around. Our job, what we're trying to do, is have a place where it's centralized so that we can push that out to people who don't live here. So we want you to use it, but we want people in Iowa City and Des Moines and St. Louis and Madison, Wisconsin to know what's going on here so that they'll make that trip and come here and spend more money. So hopefully soon I'll be up here telling you it's $30 million a year that they're spending. But one of the big features of this website is not just events, which, by the way, it's self-curated. If you have an event, we're counting on you to put it up here. It's very easy to do. If you have trouble, you just come and see me. But the other part of it is that we wanted also to have a place that was a hub for artists. There are so many of you guys in town. And one of the things that I know from working on community development, both here and looking at it around the country, is that when the arts flourish, the economy flourishes. But you guys like to stay hidden. You don't like to promote yourself. You don't like to let people know you're there. You don't like to really promote yourself. I mean, oh my God, my ego might, really be misinterpreted. We need you. We need you to be on this website so that when people look at this, they're going, wow, this is a place where the arts are flourishing. We've been promoting Fairfield as an arts hub for a long time. But we can't always find you. We don't know what's going on here. You guys don't even know each other, right? The painters don't know the other painters. They don't know the dancers. They don't know the poets. You've got a little group that works together and knows each other, but it has to be spread across this community. And our community needs to know about you. This is one way to do this. This is a way for us to not only promote you, but for you to start networking and knowing what else is going on in our community. We've been bringing in travel writers for the last few months. One of the things they're blown away by is the art. We have tried in different times to have them meet some of the artists. We've been successful sometimes, and other times we can't get a hold of you. But that's another place where these people are coming from all around the Midwest, writing about Fairfield, what it's like to be here, and they are blown away by what's happening here. You know what happens when you've been in a place too long? You start to not see what's really going on here. You start to go, it's the same old restaurants I have to go to. Oh, it's the same old street I'm going to drive on. Same old place, the same old people, the same old stuff. But when you start to look at it through the eyes of a visitor, you're going to start to discover that what we have here is truly amazing. It's amazing for a big city, let alone a town of 10,000 people. So please, please, please help us continue to tell people the story of Fairfield and the story of the arts. We really need your contribution. Everything you need, little videos to show you how to register, how to put your artist profile on there. Again, if you have any problems, our office is available to help you do that, but we are super excited to get this listing. I have 2 artists on there right now. Hello, I think there's probably close to 300 artists in this community. So let's get it up there. Thank you.
I had an amazing experience a few weeks ago, really, flying on an airplane in California. And what happened was, I was sitting next to this lovely woman, and cut to the chase, we started chatting. We had to wait while something was fixed on the airplane, so we had an opportunity to get to know each other. And it turned out she was the curator of the portrait gallery of the Smithsonian Institution. And she was so amazing and friendly and wonderful, and, you know, obviously super smart. But I told her about our town, and I told her about how we love the arts here and we want to help artists. And she said, well, you know what, right now we're having a portrait competition. And she gave me her card. So, I mean, if anybody here who has painted portraits, who wants to enter them into this national competition, I can put you onto that, and you can either, you can start a new one, or you can also have something that you've already completed that you'd like to show to the world. Hey, I'm an artist. I was just thrilled about this, and I'm hoping we've already talked to. There was an artist that I met through Cindy's Art Beat. He came through there, and he's from Des Moines, and he left a brochure of what he and his website. I forgot his name. It was amazing portraits. So I got in touch with him via his website, and he's actually painting a portrait for this competition. The deadline is January 24th, I believe, of 24. So you have to get on it. But talk to me if you know somebody who's a portrait artist who'd like to enter, and I'll just be thrilled to share that information with you. Thanks.
Thanks, Denise. All right. I will say, follow us on Alignable and Facebook at the Fairfield Cultural Alliance. Please, please, please. We do follow back, and we would love all your comments and whatever you leave on our pages and things like that, but that's where you can find us. All right, and up next, do we have anyone else who wants to?
I've got a quick announcement.
Yep.
I'll start this picture around. Sorry about that. Apologize. It was just finished today, so we didn't really have a chance to put a big picture together. But my name's Tony Webb. I'm the chairman out at Marsden Barnes. And a couple years ago, the Cultural Alliance gave us a mini grant, $250, and that got us started on our path of putting a mural on one of the barns out there. So we hired an artist from Iowa City. She came down, worked with us. We gave her tons of ideas, and she separated the the good and the bad. And this is the mural that we ended up with. What we have out there is large buildings, and they're all painted white, and they're pretty boring. And we was able to put a mural on the newest building. It's going to face the hospital. It's right along the Fairfield Loop Trail. What we tried to put on that is to give a little bit of insight of what life was like back in the early 1900s. So we'll have of course, the draft horses are front and center. We've got a tourney wagon that was built here in Fairfield, shown there. We've got some tulips in the picture to give a nod to the Dutch heritage that the Marsden family brought with them. The Loudon barns, of course, Loudon designed barns. And let's see, we put a bald eagle in there for our national emblem, a goldfinch for our state bird, and there's other things I just can't remember right now. But we'll be having a dedication for this mural in the next couple weeks, and we'll be sure and get the word out and get everybody invited and just introduce the mural to everybody. But it's given a little burst of color out there rather than everything just a white landscape. So, and I want to thank the Cultural Alliance. Shanaz kind of talked me into applying for a mini grant. I remember the day, it's like, no, I haven't done it yet. And she goes, well, it's due today, do it. Okay. And with Shanaz's urging and Denise's help, we was able to put that mini grant together, and that started us down that road. So thank you.
Thank you. All right. Next up, we have a musical performance by a good guy, Maitreya. Give them a brief introduction to you.
Hello. My name is Maitreya. I am a electronic fusion musician. I like to make all types of music. I grew up in California. It's my mom right here. She raised me out in California, half of my life in Los Angeles, other half in the Bay Area, San Francisco area. And we moved out here last September. So I've been here like about a year and been coming here every year since I was in diapers because my grandpa lives here and my aunt lives here, my cousin lives here. So it's always been a familiar place, but it feels so good to be here and be doing my music and take it to the next level and become a part of a community, which is something I've never been able to do being in such a vast place, So it feels so good to find a crowd, find great people like my man Jonah right here sitting in the second row, Colin, everyone, John, all these wonderful people, man. And I'm going to do a couple songs for you guys and then just play some chill tracks while you guys mingle. You can find my music under my name, Maitreya, on all platforms, Maitreya. If you look up Maitreya, Days Go By, Big Lie, my single names, it'll pop right up. But this first song is called Days Go By, and I hope you guys enjoy.
point you in the right direction. No, I'll never switch on you. I will never let you down. And that's a promise I put on my soul. Shawty, you and the throne is your crown. Can you come through one more time? You a whole dime piece, you perfect. I never thought that we would get this far, but I'm so proud, proud of you. You persevered through all the hard times, all the hard lives, all the shit I said to you, you put it to the side, and you stay right by my side. By my side, these days keep on going by. When I wish I would've done a lot of things differently, but I can't go back in time. So follow me, follow me. These days go by. When I wish I would've done a lot of things differently, but I can't go back in time. So follow me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That song was called Days Go By. You can find it everywhere on every streaming platform under Maitreya, Days Go By. Thank you. This next one is called Coastin'.
Far away from you, far away from you, far away from you. I never thought that I would change. I never thought that I
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys so much for listening. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That one is not released, but the one before is available everywhere. Again, you can find me on every streaming platform under Maitreya. Given this is Fairfield, I think y'all know how to spell Maitreya, but I'll say it one more time. Maitreya. Thank you so much.
Give one more round of applause for Maitreya. Maitreya, he's one of the rising stars, so you will see more of him around town. Next up, though, I would like to have Bert come up and announce the Fairfield First Foundation Awards.
Hey, Maitreya, that was fantastic. Haunting melodies, not unlike these old guys called the Beatles. You know, it's really, really gripping. So 2 days ago, I was in Dublin, and I was on Grafton Street. And if you know Dublin or Grafton Street, people busk there. And one of the people I follow on YouTube is Ali Sherlock. You ever heard of her? No. Well, you ought to, because she's got 6 million followers on YouTube, 1.2 million views. She's already uploaded 1,300 videos. She does 2 or 3 videos a week. And when I saw her on Grafton Street, it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. She wasn't going to play till noon, but you know what she was doing? She was guarding her spot. Here's a girl that's probably making, she's 18 now. She started when she was probably 10 or 11. There was other people busking on Grafton Street that was, I think the youngest one was probably 3. Little kids playing traditional Irish music, they were probably 8 or 9. But the incredible experience. The other place I went on Sunday was a tour through the Irish National Gallery of Art and learned about some really great Irish artists I didn't know about. Bill's nodding his head. He probably knows like who Sarah Purser is or some of these really great artists, but I realized Icon Gallery is our National Gallery of Art and holds a candle up to any gallery anywhere. So we are going to support, we're going to support Icon this year, and that those funds should already be in your account. Later this week, there's a big event for Mark Schaefer. And on behalf of the Fairfield Cultural Alliance, we're giving a gift to the Mark Schaefer Scholarship and Sculpture Fund on behalf of the Fairfield Cultural Alliance. Mark Schaefer was a really close friend of mine. When, I think it was 22 years ago, we started the Fairfield Entrepreneurs Hall of Fame. Mark, who I knew because he was my son's teacher at Fairfield High, said, you know, I'd like to do the portraits. And when he did the first portrait, and he had the unveiling of the portrait and talked about Lee Gobble, there was a room packed, a Cambridge room at the Civic Center, and it was such a great event. I knew that was a big hit, and he's done many, many more. When we had this idea for Art on Barns, we were talking about public art, he said, hey, I'll get my high school kids to do the first one, and it's on the Masterson barn just north of Fairfield. And it was kind of a quilt square with 4 seasons on it. It was a little bit complex, so what they did is take it apart, and each season they put up a part of the quilt square that relates to that. Elaine Duncan, we had a contest. She did some things for that. But Mark Schaefer a couple of years ago asked me if I wouldn't shoot some videos of him talking about some of his artwork. And some of that stuff's online, and we'll make that available, especially during this time. And one of the things I asked him to do is talk about how he became an artist. And that was my favorite of those videos, and it's such a sweet thing. And I think we even have some additional footage for some other stuff that we'll do, but that's really worth seeing because Mark Schaefer had such a huge impact on this community. Art students, he taught all of the art students, was really inspiring. And so that's one of the gifts we're giving. Another gift seems to be perennial at this point, but it's really for Planet Fairfield. Everybody know what Planet Fairfield is? It's for Elmker. He does such a, I mean, talk about holding up a mirror to ourselves. Nobody does that better than Werner. So Werner, we've got a gift for you. He's back there. I'll give them to him later. Thanks, everybody.
Okay. Tim is making an adjustment. Okay. Hi. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Cultural Trust Fund Mini Grant Awards. Sorry, that is a mouthful. So these come from the interest of our Cultural Trust Fund, which is managed by the Greater Jefferson County Foundation. So we're happy to give out these funds. Fortunately, we were able to award everyone who applied this year, which was really, really cool, especially for my first year being on the Alliance. So without further ado, when I call your award, would you please just come up and say a couple of words about your organization? So.
Make sure they come up this side.
Yeah, come up this way if you're able to. There's a lot of stuff going on over here. Okay, so in no particular order, the first one is the Golden Magnolia Sanctuary. If you would please come up.
Hi. Oh, thank you. I'm Phoenix Hessler again. So my mother, Tammy Hessler, incredible woman, is running the Golden Magnolia Sanctuary. You might know it as the Old Presbyterian Church on Main Street. They are doing incredible things. I'm happy to be able to work on their board with them as well. They are providing resources for the community in terms of food. There's a community kitchen 3 days a week, Thursday through Saturday, where they're providing pay-as-you-may plant-based dinners. Everybody in the community is welcome. Live music on Saturdays, providing lots of information for resources, community gatherings if you have a group that ever wants to meet there for support purposes or family gatherings or celebrations. They're the people to reach out to. It's a very community-friendly and loving place, just wanting to support community arts and well-being. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Next up, we've got the Thirsty Word. Good call. Good call on coming that way.
Thank you so much for this. This is maybe the third FCA grant award we've received. Oh, good. Oh, excellent. And it helps us pay the bills, helps us with rent, and it helps us pay for the sound equipment that we need, and it helps us pay for publicity. And so this is going to good places to help sustain the series, which will be 4 years old in January.
Thank you. Okay, and next up we have the Icon Gallery, Iowa Contemporary Art. And an extra super hard round of applause to him for letting us use this space this evening.
Thank you so much. It's been my pleasure for over 20 years, maybe 22 years. I don't even know how long now. to keep this place going, but we keep it going by, like, as I said earlier, just begging for money constantly, and people just keep giving it to us because people are appreciative of it, but we still just barely keep the doors open, so we have to do more fundraising events, and we rely on the grants for various things that we need for the gallery, and I'm always, this last few months, I've been so busy doing 3 major things in a row each month that I had no time to think, what am I going to ask the Fairfield Alliance for this year? And then in the middle of this, I realized we need display cases really badly, and I bought a few just to give this professional look we have as a result of having to buy quality display cases. So that was what we asked for, and so thank you for supporting us. Now I will say that Shanaz came and worked me over already. She's a excellent one at working people over, and she brought to my attention what we really should have asked for, and that's more chairs. So next year we're going to have more chairs. We'll try to get more comfortable ones too for our next round of chairs for Icon. So I won't forget that now. She made an impression on me. Yeah, you'll do it. All right, so that's the thing we're going to work on from different organizations that might donate money for physical things for us. So that's good. Thank you all. Thank you for the FCA.
Okay, and next up we have the Fairfield Farmers Market. Yeah. A true gem of Fairfield, honestly.
This is also our 3rd award from the Fairfield Cultural Alliance, and we're really happy to use it to support the musicians who play on Saturday. And this year we asked for more than we have been, and we're going to be able to increase the amount of money that we pay, which it's been pretty minimal. And we also encourage people when they say, "Oh, the music's so good," I have a little tip jar there and say, "Here, let's tip the musicians as well." So we're just really grateful that we have so many people who have the community spirit, so many musicians who have such great community spirit to share their music with us on Saturday mornings. And I was just wanting to mention that we do attract visitors. We get people from surrounding towns, and usually there's somebody from Iowa City who comes because our farmers market has everything they need, but they don't have to fight the crowds and park far away. And so we are really drawing people from out of town. And I also wanted to comment when Terry said people who would come to Fairfield for a vacation. There was one of the musicians who played a couple years ago was from Chicago, and he brought his wife and new baby. They came for a week ahead of time to vacation in Fairfield, and they loved being here. So we do go a little bit beyond the fruits and vegetables on Saturday morning, and I just wanted to say that now that the outdoor season has closed, we have Saturday mornings from 9 to 1 at the Golden Magnolia, and at there's always more produce and more vendors early in the season, and then it kind of slows down. But Steve McClaskey from the MIU farm is faithfully there every Saturday, and you can, every time I go in the winter, I think, oh my God, I just got all these greens and they were grown right in Fairfield. So I'd encourage everybody to continue supporting the market even through the winter. Okay.
And last but not least, we have the Fairfield Beautification Committee. I'm not entirely sure if they have anybody here this evening, so we'll... Okay, great. I love that.
I'm also on the Fairfield Beautification Commission, and we help maintain the floral beauty of the downtown area, and the hanging baskets and the tulips, and we have a lot of volunteers who help us too. But this particular grant ask was to establish even more tulips than you saw last year. So those will go in, and then if it's too late this year, they'll go in next year. So we'll have some more color in the springtime. Thank you.
We have more winners, but let's just give another round of applause for the first set of winners, all you who won awards for your cultural and art efforts here in town. Thank you. Next up, we will also be announcing, we'll have Denise come up to announce the awards for the Cultural Achievement Awards and honorees. Yeah, I'll take that back. You want me to take it back? Yeah, I'll help you out. It's okay, I'll take them all out. Oh, that was the big one, huh?
You and me anyway, you should go for.
Who you got first?
Who we got?
Here, I'll do this. Here, let me hold these.
Yeah, hold it. So, concerning talent and community spirit, our community has an embarrassment of riches. The FCA put the word out to our Fairfield community to nominate people who they believe have made a significant contribution to our culture in 2023. And so the community responded, and we have used the nominators' words to honor these worthy fellow citizens. The first one, do we have that right there? I have to say that many people nominated this one. And it goes, this cultural contribution honoree for 2023 goes to the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center for their Cinema Fairfield project. Thank you. I want to just say, it says, we thank and honor the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center Board, Lindsay Bauer, and the FACC team for creating its Cinema Fairfield project. The FACC has become the beating heart of performing arts in Fairfield, and now has given our community greater exposure to the world through first-run films. Its post-pandemic comeback has been an inspiration. Like I'm saying, these are people out there who have said that about you. Thank you. Now, this is a perennial favorite as well. This second 2023 Cultural Contribution honoree is Marla Brader and the First Fridays Art Walk. Hey, Marla, it's a long way up, sorry, and don't trip. And once again, we want to thank you for continued dedication in providing a space for all people to showcase their talents in the arts and in business, plus a space to have fun. Thank you. And we honor and profoundly thank you. Thank you. The third one that came up here is for Meredith Simpson and the Thirsty Word Reading Series. This says, for creating and continued organizing of the Thirsty Word Reading Series, providing a forum for writers from near and far with camaraderie, support, and a friendly audience. And we honor and profoundly thank you. Oh, thank you. Congratulations. I'm not sure Alex is here, but this next cultural contribution honoree is Alex Stanley. He's been mentioned already. I don't believe he's here tonight, but we'll accept on his behalf. And it's to Alex Stanley for Petra Park, the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center sound system, and the armory renovation. For your generous donations to Fairfield, Petra Park, renovation of the historic armory building, and the new sound system for the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center, we honor you and offer our deepest appreciation.
Do you want to keep going?
That's
or how
it.
you
No,
wanna do
go
Okay.
for it.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Denise. Thank you. All right. So next up, we will have, we'll be introducing the award to Eric Garland for First Friday's Art Walk volunteer.
Is Eric here?
Yeah, he's here. He's here, actually. Yeah. You know, you both should come up then. Just come up too. No, both of you come up.
Come on, come on. Here we go.
Thank you.
Are you the
All
nominee?
right, congratulations. Oh, let me read through. So this is being given to you for graciously sharing your musical gifts as well as expertise in sound and lighting for the monthly Art Walk events. We thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. All right, next up, we will be providing the award to Tyler Malone to the Iowa Dance Collective. Can I read it? No. Is it on here too? Oh, okay. No, it's on here, right? Yeah. For sharing, we're giving you this award for sharing your artistic talent, expertise, and energy to support dance and culture at the Iowa Dance Collective. Thank you.
Thank you, Tyler.
Good work. All right, next up, we will have Alex McCunis, excuse me. And this will be, is Alex here? Alex? Okay. Well, we will accept this on, I don't know, this person's behalf because I'm not sure.
Yes.
Oh, yes, totally. It is for your creativity and dedication given to developing the new art programs at the Fairfield Public Library. And next up, we will have Tammy Hassler and Adrian Crimson. And this is for the Golden Magnolia Sanctuary. And we are giving this award to you for all your generous work providing food and support of the arts with the Golden Magnolia Sanctuary. Thank you. And yeah, it's a monster art. And finally, we will have we'll be accepting this award on their behalf as well, and it's for Montserrat Iniguez, excuse me, for the Soapbox Speakeasy for creating and organizing a venue for local language arts development through poetry, stories, and public speaking. Thank you, Montserrat. All right, and now we have Francesca. Denise, you want me to put those up or okay.
Okay, we're clocking right along here. I like it. Okay, so the next awards that we will be presenting this evening are for the Fairfield Cultural Contribution Awards. Now, everybody just won an award, but those were all nominations. So these are both the Legacy Award and for the Project Award. So we have a Legacy who has been president in Fairfield for a long time, who has quite a number of years under their belt and does a lot of great things for Fairfield, as well as a project that's been going on, for the last year or couple of years. So the Fairfield Cultural Alliance presents its 2023 Fairfield Cultural, I have it. Okay. Fairfield Cultural Achievement Legacy Award to Fairfield Muse, and Tim Britton as the director, in grateful recognition of your work elevating and promoting musicians and world-class performers in our community. These awards are also good for a couple tickets to the convention center, on behalf of Lindsay and the Convention Center, and $50 from the Fairfield Cultural Alliance. So there you are.
And a Restore coupon as well.
And a coupon from the Restore.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tim. Happy birthday to you. That was pretty good for a bunch of a room of artists, you know? Okay, so the Fairfield Cultural Alliance presents its next award of the Contribution Award. Excuse me, I said project earlier. The 2023 Cultural Contribution Award to the Fairfield Productions team, Dick DeAngelis, their director as well, for their outstanding work capturing and celebrating the stories of our community through the Fairfield Film History Series. Do you want to hold it? Or do you want to take it? Sure.
Yes.
Tim is also on their team, so that's why he's accepting this award on behalf of them.
You don't get all these coupons.
I'll pass them on.
Okay.
I promise.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A round of applause for Fairfield Productions, please. Thank you. You're up.
Is it me? Oh, yeah, it's you. It's me, huh? No, it's Denise.
I just want to have a special thanks to all the people who made this event here possible. Bill Teeple and Icon Gallery for the donation of the venue. The FACC for helping provide extra chairs and prize support. Habitat for Humanity Restore for prize support. Maitreya for providing fantastic musical entertainment. And I really want to thank our FCA board members for providing refreshments and time and talents to put all this together. But you, all of you, oh, okay. All right, before I say this, come here and talk about that.
Sorry, I purposely didn't speak earlier about Fairfield Muse because I thought, oh, I'll get a chance when I get the award, which I knew I was getting. So, but then I realized no one's actually saying anything. So anyway, I just wanted to, and also on behalf of Dick DeAngelis and what they're doing with the Fairfield Productions and the Fairfield History Series, is there's miraculously a lot of people have not seen the movies that Dick has put together, and the team, including myself. They are extraordinary. If you have not seen them, they're much better than you might imagine they might be. They're really miraculous productions, and Dick is brilliant. I never knew Dick that well for many, many years. I knew him from a distance, and then I've gotten to work with him for the last 8 years or so, or a little bit more with another project, and he is one of the most extraordinary people I know and has an incredible heart and an incredible mind, and he puts them together to great effect in these movies. And if you have not seen them, I just, go see them. You can see them on Vimeo, Pay for Play, and they're well worth it.
And they'll be showing at Cinema Fairfield in December, the latest.
Oh, cool. Excellent. Yeah. There's a series of 8 documentaries about Fairfield. When Dick first told me he was going to do that, I thought, what kind of an egocentric maniac would think of doing such a thing? And I'll tell you, I was kind of shocked at how relevant and how exemplary they are in a universal sense, and also how special Fairfield is and has been for a long time. This is not a new thing. So it's quite amazing. And Dick is just an angel. Fairfield Muse is a nonprofit that was created about 5 years ago or so. I'm probably losing count. But for something we've been doing over at Cafe Paradiso for 21 years, more than that. which is to bring world-class touring musicians from all over the place to our lovely little town here in a beautiful, intimate setting. We also have an open mic, free open mic every Wednesday night, which is one of my favorite things because it's not about being good enough to be professional and to make it as a touring musician. And so anybody can get up and share something that they feel is, important to them. And it's, I don't mean to emphasize the not good enough thing, because it's actually amazingly good enough. And it's just on a different level, measured by a different ruler. And lots of people show up to, to experience this. It's a wonderful thing. So I encourage you to come Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, and to maybe even share something yourself or just enjoy what other people are sharing. And also to go to the Fairfield Muse website, or we don't actually have a calendar on there. One of the problems with Fairfield Muse is it basically comes down to me. And I'm incredibly busy, and I just don't have time to do all the things that it really deserves to be done, including raising money. So most of us who are involved one way or another don't get paid and haven't gotten paid, including the cafe. They basically lose money on every event, like a lot of money. So it's a labor of love. So if you feel to go to fairfieldmuse.org, there's a big donate button there. You can also poke around. There's things to look at and pictures of all the hundreds of miraculous performances we've hosted there. And we have such a lovely time, and I hope you'll join us there one way or another. You can also go to the Fairfield Muse Facebook page, and I'm running a birthday fundraiser for it right now, so you can contribute to that. Anyway, so many of these things, people get up here and they, you see them for a moment. They are working their butts off around the clock for their passion projects, all of them. And so, I mean, a lot of you are out there, so you know exactly what I'm talking about, but maybe some of you don't. But please pass the word also to those who aren't here, what amazing things are happening here. And love you all. Thanks.
I promise just 2 more sentences. This is the Fairfield Cultural Alliance, and this is our annual meeting. And we do need and want your energy and attention and support. If you love helping people, helping this amazing community grow, arts, history, education, any culture, please come and join us, because we can use your volunteer time. So I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. And if you want to hear about, if you want to know about the portrait contest, or if you want to be on our board, come see us right here, and we'll make it happen.